Sony just made PlayStation 5 Pro official. Yes, you heard that right. We are going to be talking about that today. Next, rumors are swirling about a major PlayStation State of Play event happening on September 19th to 20th. If the insiders are right, this could be where we finally get the big reveal for the PS5 Pro, along with some first-party game content that could blow our minds. And speaking of games, what could they show off with the new PS5 Pro? And what game do you want to see announced alongside the PS5 Pro? Let's get into it. Oh, and a like on the video really helps me a lot, so please hit that like button. Here's the scoop. Sony shared some marketing material for the 30th anniversary celebrations, and there's a hidden detail that's sparking a lot of speculation. If you zoom in between the S of the PlayStation logo and the 3 of 30th, you might catch a glimpse of what looks like a console. But here's the kicker. It doesn't quite match any past or present PlayStation design. People are saying this could be our first look at the PS5 Pro. Now, I know what you're thinking. This isn't an official announcement. And yeah, we're not any closer to a confirmed launch date for the PS5 Pro. But let's be real. The silhouette of that console in the image looks suspiciously similar to the leaked renderings of the PS5 Pro that came out a couple of weeks ago. Remember those? The beefier console design with 3 distinct lines across the body? This new image lines up pretty well with those leaks, and fans are going nuts about it. If you want to dive deeper into the speculation, there's another juicy tidbit. PlayStation's actual 30th anniversary is on December 3rd. That's a prime date for Sony to drop a new console, right before the holiday shopping frenzy. This lines up with earlier rumors that the PS5 Pro might launch just in time for the holiday season. I mean, talk about perfect timing. Aside from the PS5 Pro speculation, Sony has officially announced some cool stuff for the anniversary celebrations. Starting from October and running through January, they're releasing digital soundtracks from classic PlayStation games like God of War, Twisted Metal, and Starhawk on Spotify for the first time. Plus, there's going to be a special My First Gran Turismo trial version of Gran Turismo 7 coming later this year on both PS4 and PS5, aimed at introducing new players to the iconic racing franchise. And let's not forget about the new Shapes of Play product line dropping this December. These are PlayStation-inspired toys and collectibles, including magnetic blocks, stress balls, and even a board game that's all about lining up shapes. Sounds like something perfect for a collector or a family game night. Sony's also planning a free multiplayer weekend on September 21st and 22nd, where you can hop online without a PlayStation Plus membership. On top of that, they're hosting a bunch of esports tournaments for games like NBA 2K24, Tekken 8, and Madden NFL 24. Win one of these, and you could snag some exclusive 30th anniversary PlayStation swag. Let's talk the official announcement. According to some reliable insider info, we might be getting a major PlayStation State of Play on September 19th to 20th, 2024. And it seems like the long-awaited PS5 Pro announcement could be right around the corner too, potentially even next week. Here's the deal. Lunatic Ignis, an insider known for accurately predicting May's State of Play date, dropped some hints in their Discord server. They backed up Jeff Grubb's earlier claims that a State of Play event would happen before the end of September 2024. Ignis specifically mentioned that Sony would host a pretty big State of Play on September 19th or 20th, which will feature first-party content and possibly a world premiere announcement. The buzz around this event is that it won't just be any ordinary State of Play. Ignis said there would be a significant announcement coming next week that's likely the reveal of the PS5 Pro. While they weren't 100% certain whether the world premiere would be part of this event or saved for the Game Awards later this year, the speculation alone has fans super excited. If this rumor holds true, Sony's got a lot to show off. The first-party content mentioned suggests we might see updates on upcoming exclusives, maybe even some new IPs. And if the PS5 Pro reveal does happen next week, this would be a huge moment for PlayStation fans who are eager for that next-gen upgrade. The timing also lines up perfectly with the PS5 Pro rumors we've been hearing about a potential holiday 2024 launch, giving Sony a head start in the holiday shopping season. So mark your calendars for September 19th to 20th, because if these insiders are right, we could be in for a major PlayStation blowout. Alright, let's dig into the big question. What games are we going to see running on the new PS5 Pro? If Sony is going all in with this hardware upgrade, they need some heavy hitters to showcase what this beast can do. Here's what we can likely expect. We know for sure that No Man's Sky is getting a serious facelift. This updated version is going to include ray tracing and some upgraded water physics, which could be a perfect way to show off the PS5 Pro's graphical muscle. Given how much No Man's Sky has evolved since launch, it's exciting to think about what Hello Games will do with even more power. There's also Light No Fire, the new project from the No Man's Sky team. They're teasing it as an open-world, procedurally generated multiplayer Earth that captures the epic fantasy vibe vibes of something like The Lord of the Rings. Imagine the discovery elements of No Man's Sky, the survival gameplay of Valheim, and the community aspects of Death Stranding all mixed into one. We might see a new trailer or even a gameplay showcase, especially since this game had a stunning reveal at the Game Awards 2024. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Final Fantasy XVI and Dragon's Dogma 2 4K 60 FPS mode. These three titles are almost guaranteed to appear. Both Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Dragon's Dogma 2 could run at a smooth 60 FPS on the PS5 Pro, which would be a massive upgrade for RPG fans. Don't forget Stellar Blade and Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 recently sold 12 million copies in its first weeks, and if they throw in some high-resolution textures or new graphical features for the PS5 Pro, it would be a great way to entice players. Stellar Blade was a surprise hit this year, and a PS5 Pro update could make its fast-paced, action-packed gameplay even more impressive. Wukong has been a game changer. Literally. Reports from China suggest that PS5 sales saw a massive boost thanks to this game, with 18 million copies sold. There's speculation about whether Sony has an exclusivity deal for Black Myth, and while we don't have confirmation, there are some well-known insiders who hint at it. Microsoft's vague comments about other platform deals also suggest that something is up. If Black Myth gets a PS5 Pro-specific update or becomes a timed exclusive, that would be another major selling point for the console. I'm also expecting to see some form of DLC for Spider-Man 2, possibly featuring Gwen Stacy or another character from the Spider-Verse. Given how successful Spider-Man 2 is, a story expansion would make a lot of sense to show off the PS5 Pro's capabilities. Fans have been waiting for more details on Wolverine, which is set in the same universe as Spider-Man 2. A real gameplay trailer would be a major highlight, especially if they show off some brutal combat and a darker tone that takes advantage of the PS5 Pro's enhanced performance. If the rumors are true, we might even get a trailer for a Blade game. With Sony leaning into Marvel exclusives, this could tie together the whole Marvel gaming universe they're building. The idea of an Atreus DLC for God of War has been popping up a lot this year, and it's got everyone speculating. Imagine an older, tougher Atreus heading off on his own adventure, stepping out from under Kratos' shadow. Maybe he's dealing with the consequences of his actions, exploring new realms, or even facing down gods we haven't seen yet. We could see him wrestling with his own identity, leaning into that Loki side a bit more, or maybe trying to carve his own path as a hero. The potential for new gameplay styles, like more magic, shape-shifting, or unique bow mechanics, could make it feel fresh while staying true to the God of War vibe. What do you think? Would you be hyped for a solo Atreus adventure? Ben's studio, known for Days Gone, has been working on a new IP for a while now. Though Days Gone 2 was reportedly scrapped, the studio could be preparing to unveil its new project. With the success of the first game, a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima seems like a sure bet. Sucker Punch Productions has been pretty quiet since the release of the Ghost of Tsushima director's cut, and there's speculation that they are hard at work on a sequel. I think Sony is looking to dominate this generation, especially with the PS5 Pro rumored to come in around the $600 to $650 price range. That's on par with the current Xbox Series X, which is already seeing a price hike with the new 2TB white version. If the PS5 Pro launches with upgraded specs and a strong game lineup, it's going to put even more pressure on Xbox, especially since they haven't announced any mid-gen refreshes. And don't forget GTA 6. With the game confirmed for a 2025 release and initially only on consoles, it's almost certain to drive console sales, potentially by another 30 million units alone. Pair that with all the Marvel Universe exclusives, and you've got a recipe for PlayStation domination. Bring out the big guns with the PS5 Pro, leverage exclusivity deals, and offer the best possible hardware experience for 2024 and beyond. If they pull this off, it's not far-fetched to think the PS5 family could outdo the legendary PS2 in sales.